Hello, everybody. On this episode on Things to Ponder, we're going to be talking about serving sizes. Right, Mom?
Yep.
Okay, so let's first talk about the serving sizes for Girl Scout cookies. I looked at the back of one of the Girl Scout cookies that my mom and I purchased, and we found that the serving size was 3 cookies. Okay, let me ask you guys this question. How many of you guys only eat 3 Girl Scout cookies? Just only 3 a day. I certainly don't. Do you?
Nope, not on Thin Mints.
Or the peanut butter cookies. Those things are good. You cannot just have just one. Right?
Yep. 3 Girl Scout cookies, 3 Thin Mint cookies. You can't just eat 3 Thin Mints. You either eat 3 rows, 3 packs, 3 cellophane things worth of them. You can't just eat 3.
No way. Okay, next up is Dorito chips, where the serving size is 11 chips. What the heck?
Is it 11 whole chips? And you get them out of the bag. Do you put the chips together to come up with the whole chips? Do you just grab a handful and hope you got enough chips? How do you determine? And what happens if you eat over 11 chips? Is there a serving size police out there that comes and arrests you for eating more Dorito chips than you're supposed to? How do you determine? Maybe you want 12 chips just because you're that type that goes a little outside the box.
Personally, I like Dorito chips so much that I can't have just 11.
Okay, if you just heard a horrible scream, it sounded like we were torturing small animals. Really, we are not. We have Poms and Yorkies, and I think one of the Yorkies bit one of the Poms. It's nothing personal. We're not trying to see how many electric shocks a dog can take. They're actually behaving themselves, but I think somebody bit somebody.
And during this whole video, if you hear coughing, none of us are choking. It's just one of my dogs has a little condition, so he can't really help himself from coughing.
He's also 14 years old, so you kind of go with it.
Yeah. Okay, so continuing on with serving sizes, let's go to Mountain Dews. I have a 20, 22, 24 fluid ounce bottle of Mountain Dew. Serving size 12 ounces.
Not marked on the side when you get down to half. How do you determine what half of a Mountain Dew bottle is? You decide that if you drink more, what happens? You don't put it in a cup. Southern people don't drink Mountain Dew from a cup. We drink it from a bottle. That's why it's Mountain Dew. So how do you decide what it is? Do you just stop when you want to? Maybe you drink too much. Maybe you didn't drink enough. Maybe you just give up and throw the whole thing away. Wrong.
That'd be waste if you throw the whole thing away.
I mean, if you're one of these people that likes to adhere to the rules and you've decided that you probably drank more than you were supposed to, so now you won't drink it anymore because you drank your entire daily serving, what are you determined to do? Personally, I just go, hey, if you've already screwed up and you drank 13 ounces, you might just go for the gusto and finish the whole thing.
Yeah. Who the heck comes up with these serving sizes anyway?
I want their job. I want to be able to sit in some little vacuum packed little room and determine what is a serving size just for the fun of it. I want to take a Twinkie. Twinkies. 1 Twinkie per pack. Nope, they pack 2. If you're going to have to only eat one, why do they give you 2 of them? They do it just to think if you got self control. Of course, you don't have self control. Half the world's obese. If we had serving control, we wouldn't be that way. So stop packing Twinkies in packs of 2. Stop putting Mountain Dew servings of 2. Pack it to where we're supposed to eat it. If we're supposed to only eat one, only give me one. If I'm only supposed to drink 12 ounces, only put 12 ounces in a Mountain Dew bottle. Don't give me 24. Don't let me make choices. That's not fair.
No. And what about the chefs saying that you can determine their serving size by the palm of your hand?
Well, yeah, I don't mind that if I'm Shaquille O'Neal. I want his serving size. Because he probably eats something the size of a basketball, an entire chicken for dinner. What if I'm a gymnast? I'm probably going to eat a little pigeon. Because their serving size is very little. I'm sorry. That's why they weigh 19 pounds. Because they got a serving size of a gerbil.
What about supermodels?
Supermodels don't eat.
Good point.
So my determination is, A, I want the job that sits in some room determining what the serving size is. 2, I want to eat each one of them and decide when 11 chips is too much. because it's an odd number. People just don't eat 11. You either eat 10, you eat 12. I want to be the person that sits there and decides 11, exactly 11 chips. Okay, what if Doritos aren't all the same size? Is it Doritos normal sizes? Doritos factory perfect sizes? What if you get a reject? Do you eat it? Do you just throw it away because it doesn't count? They don't give you enough rules on the back of these boxes.
True. Hey, how much do you think they get paid for determining the serving size?
A handful.
Ah,
But it could be a Shaquille O'Neal handful. I want to get paid that price. I don't want to get paid a gymnast handful because that just doesn't count.
no way. Because everybody's hand is a different size, so no.
Now, while you're sitting there thinking, what in the world are we ranting about? You look around the house. Look at things that bug you because you just start thinking about them. Here's things for future pondering. Child protective medicine caps. You're 84 years old. They give you a child protective cap. You have no kids that live in your house. Do you run next door when you got to get your medicine open? What do? You just sit there and hope for God that the things will fall out? Trust me, if you're 84 years old and you've tried to get a child protective cap off, there ain't pliers in your house that'll get that sucker open. You can beat on it, you can bounce on it, you can throw it against the wall. It ain't opening. Give it to a child, they can open it in 30 seconds. But that's why it's called child protective. Child are not supposed to get into it. 84-year-old people can't give it to them. Doctors give you a child protective cap. Think about it, people. You know they have.
Including people who have nerve damage in their hands. They can't open it either, right?
Why do they give you child protective caps? You freaking tell them, sorry, I have the strength of a chicken. I can't open something. What do? You bring home your little Jethro Bodine bag of medicine they've given you. And every flipping one of them is in a child protective cap.
Another one you can probably determine is those light bulbs. Is the 10-year light bulbs?
Oh, yeah, that's the favorite one. They tell you to save energy and to save our country, we should use the new low emitting light bulb. They last longer, saving you more money. They'll last up to 10 years. Personally, people, I do not mark on my calendar when I've changed my light bulb last. I have a life. I have better things to do. I do not save the receipts for my light bulb. Again, I have a life. I have better things to do. I'm not going to sit there and go, oh, I must return this one for a full refund because it only lasted 9 years, 364 days, not the 10 years that they said they would last. That means I should get a full refund. Wrong. So if you've got those fabulous light bulbs in your house and you've bothered to save the receipt, get a life, people.
Who keeps track on how long they had a light bulb?
Personally, if they burn out, you throw the dang thing away, you get yourself another light bulb. Who cares? Yes, they're expensive, but those other ones, they didn't last that long anyway. They blow up, who cares? Things I want to think about, people. You know you've got things that bug you. You sit there pondering about them. Like I said, light bulbs, child protective caps, people that look like their dogs. Okay,
That will be the next episode of people who look like their dogs.
think about it. If you have a dog or if you have a couple dogs, which one looks like you? Which one looks like your family? Which one looks like your dad? Which one looks like the neighbor? That's one to think about.
Which one looks like your Uncle Albert?
If you have a neighbor's dog, you might have a problem. Might want to talk about that one.
Well, that's it for this episode. Tune in sometime for the next one. Bye.